This is episode 15 of the VB series, and in this episode we're going to be looking at functions. So functions are closely related to subroutines, but the only difference between functions and subroutines is that functions are actually going to perform some sort of calculation, or rather some logical comparison, then after which they are going to return a value. So when you reach the end of a function, as you come to realize as we write our code, is that you're actually going to make use of the return keyword, because functions always return a value. So let's actually go ahead and get started with functions. We have a module called program. Then inside of this module, we are going to have the subroutine, or the main subroutine as it were. Then we have a call to a function. Maybe let's call a function called square root, or rather let's just call it square value. Then let's say we want to find the square of 7. Then what we want to do is to actually dim an answer. Then what we want to do after dimming declaring the variable called answer is to just write answer or output answer onto the console. So the reason why we are getting that red squiggly line is because we haven't really declared the function called square value. So let's actually take care of that square value. Then what we can do is we can pass a value. We can pass by value a number as an integer. What did I do? The autocomplete. All right, so that's what we need to do. Then you realize that I'm getting that green squiggly line is because it's telling me that I need to return a value. So what you simply do in this particular instance is to just return a number times number. Right, that's what we want to do. We want to return number times number, which is basically the square value. So let's go ahead and run this, and we should get 49 in the console. Waiting for the console window to pop up and populate. Then we get 49, is it? Then let's actually go ahead and call, maybe let's put 100 as an argument to the square value function. Then we should get 100 squared, which is basically 10,000. Right, so that's how you can declare a function that takes arguments, a function with arguments rather. Then you can then call that function by passing it some kind of value. Then it's going to do something with that value. Then you can output something onto the screen, like in this case. Maybe what you can actually do, let's declare another function so that we really hammer the point home. Let's declare a function called age, and we are going to take our values by value, our arguments by value. So we make use of the by value keyword. Then your age is going to be taken as an integer. Right. Then we can actually specify a different return type. Even though our function takes an integer, we can actually make it return a string. So that's the concept that I want to demonstrate here. So let me say use a select case in this case, rather in this instance. So select case your edge. So in the case that edge is less than 18, we simply want to return if I can type return correctly. So you simply want to return you are younger than 18. You're younger than 18. You are a teen, or a teenager, I should say. Then in the case that the age is between 18 to 64, we want to return a string which says I wanted to copy the string on above there, but let me just type it. So you are older than 18, you are an adult. Then in the case that age is greater than or equal to 65, right, we simply want to output, or rather we simply want to return the string you are older than what? You are older than 65, right? You are retired. So you are retired. Basically, you've reached retirement age. You can go and enjoy your benefits, as it were. Then we end select. We have that function age doesn't return a value on all code parts. In our reference is being used. I did return something here. I did return something here. Alright, let me just run the code and see if I get an error. Actually, it's not going to do anything because I haven't called the function. So let me just come back inside of main here. Then I'm going to call age maybe with let's try with 15 and see how that goes. So we run that, and we should get let's see what we get. So it's not giving me the output that I want. So let me just see what the problem is real quick. So I did fix a thing or two off screen. So what I did is I added this case else, return no actions found. Suppose that someone is going to pass, try to put an age that is not valid, is it? So it's simply going to print no actions found, and that took care of the green squiggly line that we had earlier on. So if you remember, we had a green squiggly line right there. Right there on line 24, is it? So the fix to that is to just put this case else statement, and that green squiggly line is going to go away. Then another thing that I did add was to declare this variable called comment, right? Because remember, a function is simply going to return a value. So in this case, it's actually going to return a string. So it's now up to us to do something with that string. So in this particular instance, age is going to the function age is going to return a string, is it? Then I'm now storing that string inside of this comment. Then I'm simply going to print that comment, as it were. So let's just go ahead and save this and run that, and you see that we are going to get 10,000, which is the code to the square value subroutine on line 4. Then on line number 6, we are now calling age and storing that string. It's going to return inside of this comment variable, then output the comment variable. So that's why you see we get you are younger than 18, you are a teenager. So that's the essence of functions in Visual Basic. I'll see you in the next episode.